Welcome back to Morning Live. Well, most New Year's resolutions barely last more than 2 months, but reversing the process may just help you overcome those common resolution hurdles. Esther Bartkiw of Core Belief Engineering is here to explain how. Thank you so much for joining us, Esther. Now, first, right off the top, why is it that New Year's resolutions just don't seem to stick for people?
Well, first of all, we don't have always the proper motivation. We definitely don't always have the proper mindset, which is really key. And then you need the action steps to get you where you're going.
So easy, like I guess at this time of year, people get out their pen and paper and write them down. And it's just sort of off the cuff. It may be the same they've been using for the last 10 or 15 years.
Absolutely.
And they don't really get the results.
No.
Right.
And that's why my step number one is to get really clear on what you want.
Okay.
Vision yourself doing it, feel it, smell it, taste it. Clarity is really good. If you're vague, you won't get what you want.
Yes, you have to break it down and think about it. Think about it hard. So what you're talking about in 5 steps is looking right even from December all the way, looked at right through the entire year rather than, okay, just the next couple of weeks.
Right.
And take a look and sort of back it up. So visualize you actually reaching your goals.
Yes. So pick your goal. Think of December 31st of this year, you having achieved that goal. And then in your imagination, just kind of look backwards and see month by month, what were you doing and what action were you taking to get you to that goal? So I'll give you an example. Let's say you want it to be in a brand new house by the end of the year.
Right.
So you think December 1st, you're unpacking boxes in that new home. November 1st, you're packing up your current home and you're sending out moving announcements. October 1st, you're signing the deal and popping champagne because you just signed the deal on your new home. September 1st, you're out at open houses, and you take it all the way back to the present day. And then what you've just laid out for yourself is your set of action steps to get you what you want. Yes.
Right. So plan for something versus just throwing it out there. And I guess some of the big New Year's resolutions for people, the most common we hear, quit smoking and get more exercise, and you probably hear a whole bunch of them.
Right. And relationships, people want better relationships, lose weight, health.
Person.
Absolutely.
So you really got to plan these things. What else can people think about?
Well, what I really feel is the key is to have the proper mindset. So what I tell everybody, my step number 3 is to write down all the ideas and beliefs and thoughts that come into your mind that support you in achieving of your goal, because this becomes your internal cheerleading squad, really.
Sure.
And go through that every day.
Okay.
Then I want you to write down every thought that comes to your mind that tells you why you can't achieve your goal. And this is crucial, because this is what's been stopping you in the past.
Face your fears.
Exactly. This is what's going to stop you again, and now you know what it is. This is why I haven't been achieving it. So tip number 5 is then to change those negative and limiting beliefs into positive ones.
Very good. Very smart.
Yes.
Now, I guess also sharing, what we've been hearing lately is sharing those goals with other people so you have a bit of a support system as well, right? If you're trying to do this all on your own, no one's really there to back you up and say, hey, didn't you say this is what you wanted to do?
Exactly. And there's a couple of schools of thoughts behind that. If you share what you're going to do with someone and you know that they are going to support you, then go ahead and do that. But if you're going to share with somebody who's going to be like, oh, come on, then, I mean, that doesn't work either.
And you do get that from people sometimes. Well, they'll say, well, you've been smoking for 25 years.
Yeah.
How, do you really think you can do it? And you personally have to be ready for these goals, right?
Absolutely. There comes a point where you really make that internal decision, like, this is it, I've had enough, no more, I'm going to make this change now. And when you've come to that point, things happen fast.
Now tell me about your clinic itself. You're located in Burlington.
I'm located in Burlington. I have a private practice. What I do is I help people change their mindsets, their negative and limiting beliefs, into positive ones.
Oh, wow.
And it's really rewarding, and people's lives change, and it's really exciting for everyone.
It's almost a bit of a friendship, too, because they'll come in here and they have someone that'll listen to them and someone that will be positive for them, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes people just don't have those outlets.
And you need somebody to celebrate with, because when you're making changes, it's important to celebrate what you're achieving, because if you downplay it, then your internal system is not going, well, we're doing everything, but nothing's happening. So celebrate even the smallest steps of achievement that you get.
Wonderful. Why don't we, your information, do you have a website?
I do. It's changefromwithin.ca.
Oh, wonderful. Well, make sure you do check that out. Again, located in Burlington, Guelph Line and
Harvester Road.
Harvester Road. All right, there's the website up on the screen, changefromwithin.ca. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We really appreciate you being with us.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, Esther. Okay.